All right, here we go. We got the main event, Pereira versus Procházka. I think Jiri's going to be a little bit too reckless. I think Pereira is going to knock him out again. Oh! Holy. All right, boys and girls, first fight of the night, UFC 303. We got Ian Garry versus Michael Venom Page. I predict Ian Garry's going to win by decision. I think he's going to bounce around and outpoint him.
So I think this, on paper, this looks like a sweet fight, but I'm worried this fight might be kind of boring. Ian Garry's not the type to come forward. Michael Venom Page is not the type to come forward and stalk you. So I'm nervous that this could be a boring one.
Yeah, 1-3, Gary. Gary wins by decision. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got the co-main event, Diego Lopes versus very, very short notice. Might be the most short notice fight ever. Dan Ige steps in. They're meeting at 165. And if Dan Ige wins, Nick, that's your new haircut for Jits on Monday, brother. Oh! Oh! That's where he's going to be dangerous in the pocket like that, though. Oh, shit. That was slick. Ige's never been finished. And Ige's a black belt too. That was so slick. That was fast. Damn. That was a sweet first round. Got to give it to Diego Lopes first round. Damn, this Diego Lopes might have tuned up Brian Ortega. Diego Lopes is doing so good at switching his body triangle every time he switches. 2-1, Diego Lopes gets it done. 29-28. All right, here we go. We got the main event, Pereira versus Procházka. Number 1 ranked guy versus a champion. I think Jiri's going to be a little bit too reckless. I think Pereira is going to knock him out again. This fight is like two gladiators. They're all like, special announcement, we're changing the main event. Lionheart is coming back out. Like, no. Pereira's just scary as isn't he? The later it goes to, I think it's more in favor of Pereira. Just how much Jiri moves and how much Pereira's just like efficient with his energy and his stance. Left hook to the biscuits. Oh, that was nice left hook. Boop. He just floats his chin too much, huh? Literally took him off his feet. Bing. Oh, that was sweet, dude. Boom. Oh! No, he's not good, Nick. Holy. Left head kick. The Spirits win again. Oh. That was nasty. Boom. No load up, didn't bounce at all. Pereira's too sharp, dude. He's good, Pereira, dude. God. Yes. Yeah, why not? Bro, he's a freak. And still. Wow. Wow. Freak of nature, this guy. All right, let's take it to the studio and break it down. Okay, boys and girls, UFC 303 is in the books. Holy smokes, what a hectic card. And this video is brought to you by PrizePicks. And I'm going to tell you how my PrizePicks did. I think they got messed up a little bit because of the Diego Lopes fight. Brian Ortega pulled out, so it was a DNP. But if you picked the free square with Pereira, you obviously win that. I picked Joe Pyfer on less than 11.5 minutes in fight time. He came out there, threw some heavy hands, put his lights out. And I picked Ricky Simone. This one lost it for me. I picked more than 3 takedowns. He ended up getting 2 takedowns. Darn the devil. That's PrizePicks. Use code Timbo when you sign up, all caps. They'll give you a free $100 when you put $100 in. Easy, fun way to make some cheddar. And we'll talk about the 3 fights I was mainly talking about. I was talking about MVP and Ian Garry. Kind of what I thought was going to happen right there. I kind of figured it would be a slower fight. Interesting, I didn't know Ian Garry was training a lot with Damian Maia. We got to see a little bit of his grappling. His grappling looked pretty good. Some nice back takes. Got a body triangle. Got cracked with MVP's hardest right hand. Boom, and he wore it right on the chin. Pulled guard one time. Pulled single leg X. Tried to force the reap and heel hook him. MVP ended up tipping over, clearing his knee and getting out. And a little bit of a boring fight. I don't think either of their stock really went up. Michael Venom Page was number 14. Ian Garry was number 7, and it'll probably stay around that. But what's going to be next for Ian Garry? I'd like to see him against Jack Della Maddalena. I'd like to see him against Colby Covington. Any of these top guys, I think we give it to him. Give him a top guy. Okay, next on the card, we had Diego Lopes versus Dan Ige. Dan Ige took this fight on 4 hours notice. Okay, 4 hours notice. That is beastly. People have no idea the mental demons Dan Ige was going through. He was fired up. Big opportunity here. Really a win-win situation for him. Also, Diego Lopes. What an animal. Animal. Fighting on a big card alone and you got all this hype. You're supposed to be fighting Brian Ortega. You cut all the way down to 146. Those last 5-6 pounds, people have zero idea how hard that is to get that weight off. He gets it off, weighs in at 146. UFC calls him up, says, hey, he's not going to be able to make 146. Let's do 55. No questions asked. And he's like, all right, let's do it. 155. 4 hours before the event, they call him and say, hey, Brian Ortega's not fighting. Heart sinks. They say, hey, you're going to fight Dan Ige. Short boxer, black belt. Similar fight because they're both orthodox, both boxers, both black belts in jiu-jitsu. And Diego Lopes says, hey, no problem. Hopefully his manager is good enough to get him paid. Majority, 80%, 90% of UFC fighters would be like, no. I've been mentally prepared. All my visualization for the last however many weeks has been on this opponent, and you're trying to change it, and they're trying to change the way you change this thing. Most people would say, nope, I'm not doing it. Give me my show money. I weighed in. Give me my show money. I'm going to go home. We'll reconsider. But Diego Lopes is a gangster, and they go out and scrap, and it's a hell of a fight. And Diego Lopes kind of puckered out towards the end, but the kid looks so good and skilled. Dan Ige shot a double leg beginning of the fight. Natural reaction, flopped for his guillotine, tipped him over to his side, shot a Dars real quick, so smooth, so slick. Dan Ige cracked him with that left head kick. He ran him down, ended up taking his back, showed some really good jiu-jitsu. I'm excited for Diego Lopes. I'm excited to see what's next for this guy. Just beat Dan Ige, who's number 13. Man, there's just any of the guys. I'd be excited to see him versus, like I said, Aljamain Sterling. I think he beats Calvin Kattar. I think he could probably beat Arnold Allen. Bunch of sweet fights for him. All right, next up, we had the main event. Alex Pereira is an absolute freak show. The shaman rituals. Is that what did it? I don't think so. He's so patient. He's an expert kickboxer. He's so patient, efficient with his energy, good for 5 rounds. Very patient against a hectic Jiri Procházka who's throwing from his hips. It doesn't matter how much warrior training you do, sitting in a quiet room, or how much meditation, or how much of a warrior heart you have. It doesn't help the chin. You got to keep your dukes up. And we talked about it in the videos before. He's a little too reckless. He's too reckless. He throws from his hips. His chin is way above his shoulders. His chin's there to be hit. And then you're fighting someone like Alex Pereira, who's got the best left hook. Doesn't load up on it. And the switch kick he threw was absolutely beautiful. Most people do their switch kicks and they really hop when they do their switch kicks. You see their head change. They jump and they switch. Alex Pereira, his head didn't even change. He switched his feet. Boom, and just a sweet, beautiful left head kick. Smacked Jiri, broke his ponytail. That guy's an expert kickboxing. Too sharp, great counterpuncher. He didn't rush anything, didn't go out there and force anything. Super calm in the moment and expert at what he does. Alex Pereira is a true freak of nature. Very, very scary human being. That knockout was inevitable. It was going to come later in the rounds, especially Jiri, for how much energy expends. Moving around so much and probably not great for 5 rounds. Alex Pereira gets it done and is the champion. I think Alex Pereira could beat anybody in the world. Let's take a peek at the heavyweights. Heavyweights, we got Tom Aspinall. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you think he could take out Tom Aspinall? I think he could. But it definitely poses a serious threat. I want to see him go up to heavyweight. I think he could do it. He's just a freak of nature. He's so good. He's so slick. He's so calm in those big pressure moments. And one mistake with him, he puts one on the lips and you go night night. Ding, ding, ding. Darn it. Darn the devil, but UFC 303 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to leave you with this. Hit that like and subscribe button. Comment what you think below. And we're cruising right along. We'll see what's next. Okay, Love y'all. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.